Oh yeah, no can see nothing. I was hoping those lights would be good, but all right, here we are. There we go. Why is this thing so zoomed into my face? Hey Joy, how's it? Oh, let's try to get this thing onto. I like this thing, dude. I wanna use it some more. Hey Suzette, how's it? Let's see. Sandra, how's it? How's it? So yes, we're gonna be sharing some ghost stories tonight. We'll give it a minute for some people to join and all that. And hey, Aussie, how's it? Heard that? Is that your phone? It was like a person whistling in the bush.
I didn't hear that.
I've never heard that before. Hello. Ooh. Hey, Wilani. Hey, no hana hana. How's it?
Yeah, I didn't hear the one that you and Mace heard last night either. So when I started talking about sports.
Hey, Sandy. Yep. Oh yeah. I heard that too. That was cool.
I didn't hear that one. I'm surprised.
I wonder if the rain breaks electric field. This is gonna be distracting. Come on, knock it off. Wow.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I'll put them over here. There we go. Bro, what the fuck? What? Look at them.
They must be all around already.
Yeah, it's strange. Yeah. Oh well. How's it? Hey guys. Aloha and good evening. So yeah, I got the REM pod going on. I've never used it here at Judge Trail before, but this should be fun. We'll see if it goes off. You can hear the noise. Hey Jerry, how's it? Tadine, how's it? Brenda. Hey Matt, how's it? My brother Matt's over here next to me as well. So Troy, how's it? Keith, aloha, how's it? So yes, tonight, just more stories come up. I've been trying to do a Madame Pele segment, like a night with Madame Pele, but my daughter wanted to do a video about it, so we're gonna save that for later. It's hard to find pictures of Madame Pele, but we'll see. Hey, Alucard, how's it? Yeah, it was going off crazy, guys. That's when put him down. But we'll see. It seems to have mellowed out. So it's down over there. It's on, and we'll see what's going on. We were experimenting a bit, like a couple nights now. It seems that it's an electric field. Jubu is really akamai with this stuff. Not an electromagnetic field, because there's no magnet component to this. But it's an electrical field, which if you break it, it's like a big bubble around the antenna. And if you break the electrical field, then the lights go off. The lights change color and stuff. I tried breaking it with a whole bunch of different things, and it's just when something breaks the field, yeah. I put an antenna through it and all that, and nothing. Hey, thanks God. How's it? Cool, Macus. How's it? Okay, so tonight, yeah, I don't know why it zoomed up close for. Oh wait, because I zoomed it up close, apparently. Oh, okay. I got a viewer limit of 140 right now. Sweet. Let's begin the stories then, shall we? The Hawaii? Yeah, we get plenty ghost stories over here. The thumbnail I put on YouTube is of a Hawaiian woman hitchhiking. Let's go into that a little bit, right? There's, of course, you can't talk about the vanishing hitchhiker without talking about Madame Pele. So, one of my favorite stories was written by Glenn Grant, collected by that. And I don't know what the hell's going on. This thing is just weird. Yeah, then it went down. Then it went to 30. I think it was a bug. Either way, we'll continue the story. No, now we're back up there. Strange. Um. So yeah, the story of Glenn Grant is let's see. Yeah, this is my favorite one. One of my favorite stories. So this is back in the 70s, 1970s, 1980s in Hawaii, right? You get a bunch of guys over downtown, the UH students, the college students, and they're going to one party over in Kailua. So they go over the Pali, they go party in Kailua, and everybody having fun, everything's good. And then all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, everyone's good, then it's time to leave. And so the two guys were like, okay, we gotta leave, but okay, we go. And the other friend's like, bruh, how should we go home? The driver's like, we go Pali. He's like, nah, no go Pali. Pali is haunted at nighttime. You get the pork over the Pali, you get all kind of ghosts over the Pali. No, I don't like ghosts, bruh. Go the other way. And so the driver's like, all right, we go Makapu. Now the driver, he knows all about the Makapu stories too, right? Apparently the other guy didn't. He's like, okay, South Shore better. So they go drive around the South Shore. And they driving, they talking, they laughing. They're in this truck. Just the front cab truck only, right? No 2 rows of seats, just one bench seat, yeah, like the 70s, right? So they driving and they get into Amanalo, and then the driver turns around. They're too far away now, yeah. It's like he's too far in. He's like, oh, by the way, you heard, yeah? Over here, Makapu, get the lady in white, yeah? He's like, what? What you mean? He's like, I don't know. People say when you go up to Makapu Lookout and when you go down that little road towards Sandy's, there's a Hawaiian lady in a white muumuu that's hitchhiking down the road. He's like, bro, shut up, bro, shut up. Don't say that, bro. Don't say that. You go jinx us. He's all getting all serious, like, nah, for real, And if we see her, we gotta pick her up. Because it might just be the goddess of the volcano, Madam Pele, yeah? And if you don't pick her up, you get bad luck. He's like, bro, shut up, bro, shut up. He's like, yeah, you go sit right next to you, bro. He's like, bro, knock it off, bro. It's not funny already. And they get up to Makapu. They pass the lookout. And they start driving down. And the headlights pick up a lady, a Hawaiian lady, an old Hawaiian lady dressed in a white muumuu on the right side of the road. Oh, bruh, they start freaking out. Just walking up the side of the road, here's this old Hawaiian woman at 1 o'clock in the morning in the middle of nowhere. And they're just, and the guy starts slowing down, and the passenger's like, bro, keep driving, bro, keep driving. And the driver's like, nah, bro, you gotta pick her up, bro. You don't get bad luck, pick her up. Something's gonna happen. The car's gonna die, bro. You gotta pick her up. He's like, no, bro, keep driving. But the driver just he pulls off to the side, rolls his window down a little crack, yeah. Hey, auntie, what you doing out here? The old Hawaiian woman turns, looks at him. Hey, boy. Oh, auntie is going home. I can have a ride. Oh, auntie, where you live? Oh, I live Waimea. Oh, you live Waimea? Oh, auntie, I'm sorry. I'm heading the wrong direction. We going west. You need to go east. Better luck with the next car. Otherwise I'd offer you one ride, auntie. No worry, but better luck next time, yeah? No, not a car driving away. I hope you luck. I wish you luck. And the lady's like, nah, that's okay. I go with you, boy. Where are you going? Kaimuki? Yeah, I go Kaimuki. She opens up the passenger door and lets herself in. It's an auntie. Say no, yeah, to an auntie. So she opens the door and the passenger jumps out. He's like, bro, I'm not gonna sit next to her by myself, bro. She will sit in the middle of us. So he jumps out. The old Hawaiian lady in the white muumuu gets inside the car, sits between the two of them, and they start driving away in silence. Both of them now are dead cold sober. They're staring straight forward. They are freaking out. And Auntie's just over there sitting down, chilling, you know what I mean, hanging out. She turned to the driver. Hey, boy, you get paka for auntie. Cigarette, yeah. Boy, you get cigarette for auntie. Oh, yeah, auntie, here. He reaches into his pocket, fumbles, takes out a cigarette from his pack of cigarettes, he gives it to her. Boy, you get light. Oh yeah, yeah. Hold on, auntie. Hold on. He looks for a lighter. No more lighter. No more matches. He puts a cigarette lighter inside, pushes it, and it falls out. At least like he cannot get it. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, auntie. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh no, boy, that's okay. No worry. No worry. I get him. And they watch out of the corner of their eye as the lady, this older Hawaiian woman, puts the cigarette in her mouth, lifts her bare hand up to the cigarette. Her palm starts to glow red and orange, and she lights the cigarette using the palm of her hand. Takes a few puffs. Oh, takes up, boy. No need. I'm good. Smoking the cigarette now, and the two guys are kind of like looking at each other like, bro, you would see that, bro. Bro, she would like the cigarette with her hand, bro. You see that, bro? You see that? And they driving and they get into Kaimuki. They are freaking out now. They get to the taxi cab stop, right? So they get to the taxi cab stop, and they're like, oh, auntie, don't worry. We go pay for your ride. We go pay for your ride 1 minute. You want taxi over here? In fact, that guy over there is our friend. Go jump in with him. We give you the money. We'll pay for him. Auntie, don't worry. He go drive you 1 minute. Auntie gets out the car, and she's just kind of smiling, you know. They hand her all the money, and they all speed away, and they get the hell out of there. And the next morning, they call their taxi friend, and they're like, bro, you never would have guessed what we saw last night. Oh, we had this old Hawaiian woman inside the car, bro, and she would light the cigarette with her hand. And then the guy's like, what are you guys talking about? What? Slow down. This is the taxi driver. He's like, yeah, I saw you guys last night. He's like, yeah, that's when we came over there, bro. So what? You wouldn't take her away, man. She wouldn't disappear. You know what? What happened? He said, what are you guys talking about? Yeah, I saw you two bozos get into the parking lot. I saw you both jump out of the car, start throwing all your money on the ground, and then he drove away. What is this about one old lady? I never see one old lady. That's one of my favorite Glenn Grant stories in the book of Baki Files. Another one would be we have the vanishing hitchhikers, but they're tricky. Madame Pele, this old Hawaiian woman, you have to give her a ride, or you get bad luck. I've heard stories where you look in the back seat, give her one ride. You look in the back seat, she's sitting in the back seat looking at you. So you end up giving her one ride anyway. I've heard it where she's left a scorch mark in the back seat. I've heard it where you don't pick her up, your car breaks down in the middle of nowhere. So you see one old Hawaiian woman hitchhiking, you better give her one ride. Right over here, Morgan's Corner, Judd Trail one night, we was sitting down. I mean, no, we wasn't sitting down. I was working, and I worked with a group home. So we took the guys out to play bingo downtown Waikiki, and then we came back up here nighttime, 10 o'clock at night, and me, I like drive the guys. They took their medication. It's all good, right? And so we drive up the road over here, and I'm telling them ghost stories. These guys, they're diagnosed with an assortment of mental illnesses, but they're cool. You know what I mean? They're able to do things. So we driving up this old dark pitch black old Pele road, and I'm like, oh yeah, we see one lady. Oh, I'm sorry, but we gotta pick her up. She will sit next to you guys in the back seat, huh? And everybody started freaking out. And then we drive past Judd Trail, and what do we see? We see an old woman in white sitting down on the concrete barrier in front of the trail. I see that, and what I saw was a person. I was driving. I wasn't paying attention too much, so I was just driving. And then I was like, oh, bro, you guys saw that person over there? And one of the ladies was like, oh, that was a lady. That was a lady in white moo. I'm like, bro, no, for real. She's like, yeah, that was one lady in white moo. I'm like, well, you guys like turn around. No, keep driving. And I'm like, ah. So I rolled down the window just to talk, and I'm like, hey, auntie, I'm sorry, but I'm working right now, yeah? Otherwise, I would come pick you up. You show yourself again. If I see you again, when it's just me, I pick you up. But I cannot right now. We no more room in our car. So next time, okay, auntie. And it was all good. On this road over here, we used to go ghost hunting, right? This was when I was like 17, 18, 19. And if you guys want to know the road, it's Nu'uanupali, the old Nu'uanupali Drive. No more lights. All the trees are growing over like tree tunnel. Real dark, yeah. A lot of history here. So driving up the road, Halloween, right? Me and my friends go out, and my brother, We're going ghost hunting, yeah, my friend's little hatchback. So about it was about 11:30 or so. We come driving down this road from Kaneohe, and no more nothing. Nothing happened. Of course, we brave enough, huh? We so brave. We driving down this road, but get out of the car. Oh hell no! This place is scary. So we went all the way down to where the houses are and the lights come on and all that, where the street lights are. And we're like, ah, this is boring. Let's just go home. So like, yeah, okay, I'm driving. We do a U-turn. You know, you gotta mess around a little bit. We're driving back up this pitch black road. Me, I turn on the lights off. Yeah, everybody in the car, bro, what you doing, bro? What you doing? Oh, scary. It's dark. And I'm like, bro, I'm just laughing. You know what I mean? Turn the lights on. Turn them off again. Everybody freak out. And then I see one car right from where I'm sitting, about 80 yards away, or maybe a little bit less, coming around the turn. I see these headlights. So I'm like, okay, I'll go be nice. I'll go turn on the headlights. So I leave the headlights on. And this car is slowing down, so I kind of slow down too, because he's driving in my lane, yeah? And I'm like, what the hell? Get me and these two other guys, my brother and my friend, we inside the car. Like, what's this person doing? They pull into my lane and they stop maybe about 20 yards in front of me. They turn the headlights off and they leave it on the first click, just the parking lights, right? The orange lights. And we're sitting in the car like, what's this guy trying to do? What's going on? You know, maybe a minute or so, try to figure out what the hell, what's happening. You know, what, this guy like scrap, you know, like that. And all of a sudden, like, the passenger door flies open. And this lady is shoved out of the passenger door, falls onto the road. The door slams shut. The car turns on the headlights and swerves around me and takes off. And we looking at each other like, bro, what the heck was that? And we looking in our headlights. Get the lady right on top of the road in front of us. One lady in a white dress in a crumpled heap in the middle of the road. And I'm like, bro, this is not a good place to be trapped. You know what I mean? To be stuck or stranded. Not just, never mind Halloween. This is not a good road to be stranded on. So I'm like, bro, we go pick her up. We go off for one ride. And my friend's like, nah, bro, keep driving. He was in the back seat. She'd have to sit next to him. Nah, keep driving, bro, keep driving. And I'm like, nah, dude, we gotta pick her up. Nah, don't get involved in domestics, bro. Just keep going, bro. Leave her, no worry, she get help. No worry, it's not up to us. And I'm like, nah, bro, we got to, you know what I mean? So I start inching forward, I slow down a bit, and I'm gonna, roll down my window and offer her help. And then my brother grabs my foot, slams it into the gas, grabs the wheel, and we swerves it around her. And we just barely miss hitting her, and now we're like driving away, and I'm like, bro, I'm the driver's seat, and I'm not even the one driving, I'm like, what the hell's going on? I look at him, I'm like, bro, what the hell was that all about? He looked at me, he's like, what? You never seen? I'm like, the lady. I saw the lady. We almost went to hit her. What's the matter with you? He's like, no, you never seen the lady. I'm like, what about the lady? He's like, bro, the lady never had one face. And I'm like, oh. And my friend in the back, bro, she never had one face. I told you, bro, keep driving. Me, I stop already. Yeah? I'm stopped. I put on my brake lights because you can see all the way behind you. No more nobody in the road. I was like, yeah, hell with this. We booked it out of there. That was kind of weird. The next day we was hanging out with our friends in Kailua, and my friend told me, I was telling her what happened, and she told me that same thing happened to her the year before. The same time, midnight, Halloween, they was driving down this road, and the same chain of events what happened to her, and she noticed no more face, so they never stopped. So next year, you know where we was. We was right over here again. Come midnight, we was driving, and we turned around. We came back up, and we saw the same chain of events happening. We saw a car pull over into my lane, turn the headlights off one click, and the lady thrown out. The car sped away, and I'm just looking at my friend like, bro, what the hell's going on, bro? Bro, same thing, bro. But we kept our windows up. We kept our doors locked. Drove by a little bit slower, and when she would look up and I saw she didn't have her face, we used to drive away. So if you have the lady without a face, you do not pick her up. Like we were talking last night about the Noperabo, the faceless woman, right? I wanted to get this straight too. Some people call her Mujina, But the Mujina, the Japanese lady, the Japanese ghost, Mujina more falls under shapeshifter category from what I've been taught. The Noparabo is a true lady without a face, just no eyes, no nose, just smooth skin like an eggshell, ears, and a chin. If you pick her up, you get bad luck. You risk somebody dying in your family, close to you, that kind of thing. So if you're ever gonna pick up a lady, a hitchhiker on the side of the road, real easy. Just make sure she get one face, yeah. But to make things even better, here was another story, right? I would share this on the ghost tours, and one night it was this is the exception. Um, one night there was a guy who was driving down Kalaniana Ole Highway around Makapu. He comes by down by he passes Blowhole and he gets one flat tire. Again, this is probably the 70s. He gets one flat tire, so he pulls over to the side, and he's like, okay, damn it, it's pitch black over here. I need to change my tire, whatever. Luckily, it was the passenger side, right? So he's not sitting in the middle of the road. So he gets out, he sits down, he starts changing the tire, he takes off the lug nuts, he starts jacking it up and all that. And then he turns around to look for the wrench, yeah? As he was going to put him back on and tighten him. And he couldn't find the wrench anywhere in the pitch black. But in the reflecting in the moonlight that was out, he noticed that the tire wrench, was floating next to him. And he's like, what the hell? He grabs the wrench and he hears a voice of this woman say, Tom, is that you? Tom? Oh, never mind the car. He just ran. He just ran out there and he was done. He was pow. So the story with that goes, I want to say the 50s. I'm not sure the time era, but a long time ago, there was a guy, you go down Makapu, get the lighthouse. They go, there was a guy that lived in the lighthouse. He was in charge. He was a caretaker of the lighthouse. And so, right on. He takes care of the lighthouse. He's all good. He marries this beautiful woman, right? And they take care of the lighthouse together. As the years roll by, they start to get a little bit, hey, thanks, mates, for the stars. As the years roll by, he starts to get bored of her. And so he gets into the habit of leaving her at the lighthouse as brother goes potty in downtown, you know what I mean? He goes potty in Chinatown, he meets these other girls, he's having an affair, he's just like, hey, you go take care of the lighthouse. I'm gonna go party with these other people over here. And the wife was really upset, and night after night she got more upset and more upset and more upset. And then finally one night she's like, you know what? I'm gonna show this guy what he's missing out on. So she puts on her wedding dress, she puts on makeup, she does her hair, she makes herself just gorgeous, beautiful, just like their wedding day. She jumps into the car and she's driving down over there to see him. Of course she was upset, right? But she's driving to see him. She's going so fast that she loses control and she hits the median, the metal side, and she goes flying through the windshield. She goes flying through the window and lands like 50, 60 feet, just sliding on top of the ground, right? She was pronounced dead on the scene when the EMT came and all that stuff, or however it was done back then. Well, no, not dead on the scene, I'm sorry, my mistake. She was dying. They looked at her, she had all this road rash on her face, her dress was all bust up, tattered and ripped and all of that. And she looks up at the paramedic and she says, tell Tom I'm coming. And so then she died. Other people have claimed to have had the same things happen to them, where their car will break down and they see this woman in a tattered white wedding dress. Just her face is all scratched off, all road rash, all missing kind of thing, half of her face. And They, oh, the people have heard the Tom. Tom, is that you? And it only happens to men who are being unfaithful to their wives. They're the only people who she will appear to, right? Men who are unfaithful to their wives. Now, I was telling that story one night on the ghost tour, and I'm like, oh, yeah, yeah. So you get the faceless lady, you get the Madame Pele, you get all that. And then you get the one Makapu. And one guy would say, hey, I would see her. I'm like, brah, don't tell me that, brah. Like, nah, I was going down there at nighttime, and I saw this lady in one wedding dress on the side of the road. And I'm like, brah, don't say that. And I'm like, I couldn't share the last part of the story on the tour because his wife was on the tour with him. But yeah, so these are some of the hitchhiker stories. So you got to be careful, yeah. Don't tell your wife if you see one hitchhiker in the middle of when wedding dress down over there, yeah. Hey, Rain, how's it? Is that nearby where the lady jumped over the cliff to her death the other month? I'm not sure where that would be, Troy. I try not to watch the news. I get enough ghost stories in my head. I'm too tempted to investigate stuff. So, more stories. Yeah, tonight just a bunch of mishmash of stories, no real theme. But I did kind of want to touch upon Madame Pele because you kind of got to, you know what I mean? Madame Pele, the goddess of the volcano, she's the one where it blew my mind, kind of, right? Where now you come over Hawaii and you live Hawaii long enough, and I guarantee you talk to enough locals, or even if you born and raised, I guarantee you've heard stories of Madame Pele. Not the kind where, oh yeah, my uncle's sister's brother's nephew's daughter-in-law. Oh, this happened to her uncle. No, this is the kind of story your uncle will say, like, hey, boy, let me tell you something that one happened to me in 1967. What happened to me, your auntie was with me, all of that stuff. And it's like, these are first-hand accounts. These are first-hand witnesses. And there are thousands of them, right? So I mean, Madame Pele is real. You believe if Madame Pele is real, then why not all the rest of the Hawaiian things? Why not Kaupe, the half-man, half-dog, the cannibal that eats people? Why not Kamapua'a, half-man, half-pig, right? Why not the god of war himself, the one that demands human sacrifice and human blood as an offering to him? We've met all of these on the tour. And the beautiful part is I was never by myself when these kind of things happen. So I get witnesses, and I don't need to take one psych test every other month, yeah? To make sure I'm not losing my mind. So Madame Pele, there was a story I like to share. This one is in Obaki Files as well, and I like to think Hawaiian spirits are very forgiving, very pono. You know what I mean? Very righteous, and they want to do right by you. Oh, bro, this place is getting a little creepy now, bro. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe I should have talked about Madame Pele. I'll go share one story and we'll see what's going on. Madame Pele is very vengeful. She can be very nice. She can be very nice. Like in the 90s, there was an eruption of the volcano. Of course, the volcano erupted. Pardon me, I don't know the exact names of the areas that it erupted in, but in the 90s it erupted. And you would see certain houses that are saved. Certain houses that are... oh, I'm at Judge Trail right now. Oh, bro. You heard that? Something's walking right in the bushes. I'm in a forest right now at a hiking trail that was a battlefield before where many, many people died. Yes, you talk about them, you bring them to you. Now, the reason I go out here to talk about them and to tell the stories is because I used to do ghost tours here. And I noticed when I would tell the stories, they come. And they enjoy hearing the stories. I'd have the group gathered around and listening to the stories, and then we would have another presence back around here, listening to the stories. So yeah, you would have houses that were spared. Like, you get the kind of rich people They get the firefighters over there. The firefighters are trying to hose the lava out. I remember I saw that on the news. They was trying to hose the lava as it was going to try to save the guy's house, right? And it really couldn't save their house. Um, then you would have like you would still see in the middle of the lava flow. Here's this house where the lava went up to the gate, went stopped, and went around the house and came back at the end of the fence. These are the people that when the volcano erupted, they left a ho'okupu or an offering to Madame Pele. Or one of these guys, right? This guy, this is one of the stories where this guy shared, right? About 10 o'clock one evening, he gets a knock on the door. He lives on the Big Island. Yes, I hear whispering too. Um, they like hear the ghost stories, that's why I'm going to continue with the ghost stories. He gets a knock on the door, 10 o'clock at night. He opens up the door, and there's this old Hawaiian lady at the door, barefoot, you know. She knocks on the door, and she's like, oh, thanks, that boy. Oh, you was the only one answer your door so far. Hey, Auntie can have a small glass water. Oh, yeah, Auntie, what you doing outside, you? Come inside my house. You hungry? I warm some food up for you. What else you like? You need one ride somewhere? I take you somewhere. What you doing over here nighttime, Auntie? You don't live around here. She's like, oh, no, that's okay. Underneath, come inside, boy. Take you, though. I just like one glass water. He's like, okay, I can do that for you, but if you need anything else, you let me know. I'll take you wherever you need to go, Auntie. Gotta respect the kupuna, right, the elders. So he gives her a glass of water. She takes a sip, gives it back to him. Hey, thanks up, boy. I appreciate it. I tell you what, because you was nice to me. In 2 weeks, when the volcano erupts, I'm going to spare your house. And she did. Now, pardon me, I might get the dates wrong, but I want to say this was between World War I and World War II. The volcano erupted, and the lava flow was coming down towards Hilo. And everybody was kind of panicking, freaking out, right? Maybe 1930s, maybe 1940s, I don't know. But everybody was kind of freaking out. This volcano, the lava flow kept going and going and going for like months and months. And it just every day crept closer and closer and closer to the volcano, to Hilo town. And the people in Hilo were scared they was going to lose their houses, right? So they had one big meeting and all that. And they're like, hey, we need to do something. We need to do something to save our houses. And you get the Hawaiians in the back, they're like, never mind. You get the kahuna in the back, never mind, no need to do nothing. The lava will come right outside Hilo and then stop. Promise you. Oh, but we don't know. Don't worry, Madame Pele. She said it's fine. She goes stop right outside of Hilo. Oh, but you don't know. We need to do something. And they're like, what you gonna do about one lava flow? Don't be silly, But they have a meeting. They invite the military to the meeting. They're planning their best idea they can have. They go bomb the lava. The kahuna started laughing. You go bomb the lava? What's the matter with you? You go bomb the lava. It's not going to stop the lava. No, they were going to bomb and make a little crater around Hilo so that the lava would go and all of that kind of stuff. And it would kind of distract them. And they're like, no. Don't bomb the lava, you baboose. What's the, come on, you guys. But when the kahunas found out that these guys were serious about bombing the lava, they weren't entertained anymore. They were, no, don't bomb the lava. That's Pele. That's Madame Pele. Don't you bomb the lava. Don't do that. She gonna come. She gonna get her revenge. Don't do that, you. What you doing? All the way up to where they're actually going, where the military personnel are actually going into the planes now to bomb the lava. You get the kahunas now, and they're chanting, and they're crying, and they're begging them, please, don't do this. Please, don't do this. No, don't do this. Don't bomb Pele. It'll stop. But they have their plan. They're doing it. So they go up. They bomb the lava. Nothing happens. The lava keeps going. Stops just about a few hundred yards right outside of Hilo town. It just stops right outside Hilo, the outskirts of Hilo, just like they said it would. But those guys got bachi, I guess. Maybe bachi is a little bit too nice of a word. Um, they were, let's see if I remember this one. They were heading back to Oahu on a plane. And right as they passed Diamond Head, the plane went down in the water. And everybody on board but the pilot died. The pilot was, everybody on board were the people that bombed the lava. The pilot had nothing to do with the bombing. He was just transporting them back to Oahu. Everybody but the pilot died in that airplane accident. And maybe the story goes a little further too, because as they transported the remains back to, I think it was either San Francisco or Los Angeles on a big battleship, when they landed in there on the battleship, when they reached their destination, even the captain of the battleship went missing, never to be seen again. And the remains and all of that stuff. This is one curse, yeah. Jubu, I'm not too sure. That's a story in Obaki Falls. I'm gonna have to brush up on that again. But yeah. Main thing, we don't hear drums tonight. Nah, I'd rather hear drums, because then it's time to go. It's time for Hele on. I did talk about Kamapua'a, but I didn't bring up the pork over the pali. Yeah, about almost a week ago, last week Wednesday. Yeah, your hair hasn't stood. You feel good, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel at peace.
I'm feeling something over here in the bush, bro. That's why I'm like.
I mean, he said, senses hasn't gone off yet. I mean,
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
things are around, but
Okay.
it feels good.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried.
Yeah.
You know me, I'll tell you because hey, it's time to go.
Yep. Yep. So the pork over the pali. Many reasons why. Hawaiian legend, Kamapua'a and Pele, they battled. I told that story, and it was said that they split the islands, leeward side, windward side. The wet side belonged to Kamapua'a, the half man, half pig. The dry side belonged to Madame Pele, of course, the goddess of the volcano. But you cannot bring Kamapua'a over to Pele's side, or the spirits won't let you. So one of the explanations is that. And like me, I live Kaneohe, so if I'm going Costco or something, I gotta go over to the leeward side, and then I gotta drive back with whatever I bought, bacon or. But the Pali Highway was specifically the one road that was used in the olden days, right? The path that was to get from one side to the other. So I guess the kind of Liki Liki and H3 no count, yeah. But like, yeah, it happened so much, so many stories. We was on the ghost tour driving up this road over here on the way up to the Pali. Right at the end, right where it hits and connects to the Pali Highway, get one cop. And the cop stopped, he get his lights on, and there's a car in front of him. So I don't pull over, but I drive around them and I stop and I'm like, yeah, officer, everything good? You guys need any help? He's like, no, we good. I'm like, okay. He looked at the van, Oahu Ghost Tours. He's like, oh yeah, but this guy get pork sandwich. And the guy was a tourist, right? He's like, what about my pork sandwich? The cop's like, oh no. He just kind of like face palm. He's like, this guy get pork in the car. No wonder his car wouldn't break down. I told him like, hey, get rid of it. You know what I mean? Just get rid of the pork. And then you can go. And then I'm like, whatever. Drove away. Hey, you guys, new moderators are doing a fantastic job. Thank you. Yes, Pali Highway is that highway. I'm sorry, I'm not reading some of the comments. I'm trying to focus more on the stories, and I'll read the comments after.
Don't worry.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Automatic.
One night, this was one of my first tours by myself. In fact, probably my first tour by myself, right? We go, I just get one van. I get 13 people inside the van. We drive up to the Pali Lookout. Oh, all scary, pitch black, you know. And we get out, but it's even more scary than usual. There's stuff in the bush. There's all kind of chaos going on. There's just strange things. We don't last too long. The whole group, they go back, right? So we walk back down to the car, jump in the car. Like, okay, we go to the next site now. Go to start up the car. Car's dead. And I'm like, oh my God. You get stuff in the bushes outside the car. The bushes are shaking. No more wind. You know what I mean? And the car is dead. So I call up my boss and I'm like, hey, I think we need to get a couple taxis, because I think we got to cancel the tour, refund the guys because the car not starting up. He's like, What? What you mean the car's not starting up? I'm like, dude, it's dead. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, did you throw salt around the van? Did you wipe the van with tea leaf? You know, all this, I'm just talking to them, and I hear the guy sitting next to me in the front seat. I hear him kind of chatting to his girlfriend, whispering low voice kind, right? And the girlfriend is like, hey, honey, I'd tell you something. Try to go outside real fast. He's like, brah, outside is scary. She's like, I know, but I'd tell you something. I don't like them here. Try to go outside real fast. So he opened the sliding, she opened the sliding door. Yeah, that was it. He opens up the driver's door, the passenger door. She pretends she goes step outside. He steps outside, no problem, right? She put her foot back inside, slammed the door, slams his door shut, locks the door, leaving her boyfriend outside the car. And I'm like, oh, hey, boss, I call you back. Something's going on, bro. You know, like I pounding on the window. Hey, I'm sorry. Let me in, bro. I'm sorry. Let me in. He's pounding on the window. Let me in. And I'm like, what the hell's going on over here? You know, what's going on? And the girlfriend looked at me. Never mind. We can go now. Just leave him. I'm like, what you mean leave him? She's like, never mind. He get friends. He call his friends. Just leave him. I'm like, oh, that's good and all that, but the car won't start up, remember? She's like, try. Turn the key, car starts right up. Engine roars to life, everything's good. I'm like, oh, what the hell? The guy is getting more frantic. He's pounding on the window, pounding on the door. Bruh, I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, I cannot leave him over here, you know. So I unlock the door. He opens the door, he jumps in the car dies. 1 foot in the car, the whole van dies. And then you hear somebody in the back. You hear one older Hawaiian lady that was on the tour. Hey, leave him. Never mind. Just leave him over here. They didn't even know him. You know, and she's like, yeah, never mind. Just leave him over here. I'm like, I cannot do that, you know. So I'm like, bruh, come outside with me. So I walked around the van. He went outside. The bushes were shaking, you know. And I'm like, why are you not allowed in the van? What's going on? He reaches into his pocket, pulls out a can of Spam. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, what? Late night snack. I remember. I'm like, what? Late night snack? He's like, oh, sorry, I always wanted to test the pork over the Pele, but I never liked doing it in my own car. I'm like, bro, why you do that for? He's like, oh, I'm sorry, bro, sorry. I'm like, put the Spam down, leave it over there on the side of the road, and you apologize to Madam Pele. So he put that can down. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, all right, let's see if your apology was accepted. He jumps in, I jump in, start the car up, car works just fine. We drive away. Oh, that guy was quiet the whole night. He never talked to nobody. He was all shamed, you know. We've used that same thing where we've had the bus before and the van. If the car won't start up, the bus won't start up, everybody jumps out of the car and then we start the car up. 100% of the time, probably about at least half a dozen times we did this. The car won't start up no matter how hard I'm trying. Everybody gets out of the car starts up, and then one by one they walk in. And we see who get the pilikia, right? Who get the problem. Let's see, Madam Pele. Yeah, we'll go through Madam Pele stories. Kind of gotta, you know. I have never really had many Madam Pele stories. I have had many Kamapua stories, personal accounts, personal encounters, right? I've heard some amazing things, amazing experiences. My sister would always go to Hale Ma'uma'u crater when she worked on the cruise ship. She would go there almost every week, and she would offer Madam Pele a chant, and she'd throw leis and flowers into the Hale Ma'uma'u crater as an offering to Madam Pele. And she told me, she's like, you know, Joe, Madam Pele picky. I'm like, what do you mean she's picky? She's like, I have a whole bag of flowers and leis that nobody wants, and you know what I mean? So I figured instead of throwing them out, we give them to Madam Pele, right? And Madam Pele just always throws out the non-Hawaiian flowers. The non-Hawaiian petals are always blown up out, where the Hawaiian petals will still go down, the plumeria, you know what I mean? All the Hawaiian flowers will go into the crater, but the ones that aren't will just be blown right out of the crater. This next story involves a pohaku, a rock. I like to share this story too. This was in Glenn Grant's book. Um, so get one boy from a teenager, Oahu side, right? And he go visit his family over Big Island. So us Oahu people, we're townies. You know what I mean? Compared to Big Island, right? So they look at us like we townies. Yeah. Which rightfully so, right? So they get over there and they hanging out, right? He visiting family, and then one day they decide to go Big Island, volcano. Sorry, they're already on Big Island. So one day they decide to go volcano. They go right in the uncle's truck, right? A bunch of them, the cousins and the boy and the uncle, So before they get into the truck, the uncle look at them. Hey, I know I don't gotta tell you this, but I will tell you anyway, yeah. We went to the volcano. We respect everything. We respect the Aina. We respect the volcano. We respect Pele. No taking the rocks. Leave the rocks alone. If I see you take one rock, you're going to get lickings, bro. Dirty, dirty lickings. No touch the rocks. No take the rocks. We malama with our eyes, not our hands. No touch nothing. Of course, Oahu boy, he don't believe in this, yeah. So they go up. They have the whole day up there. They love it. They enjoy it. He takes the lava rock. But he slips it into his backpack. Shoves it all the way down to the bottom because he never liked to be caught, yeah. They jump back in. They start driving out. Uncle once again, hey, you boys no more lava rock, huh? Well, for real, you get lava rock, tell me. No more? Okay, we go. They jump into the truck. They driving down the road. They driving. About 5 minutes pass. They go around a turn in the middle of nowhere. There's this old Hawaiian woman standing on the side of the road. This old Hawaiian woman just standing right there on the side of the road, pissed off, stink eye, just glaring at the car as the car drive by, just watching them. Oh, the uncle, he drives another mile, stops, gets out the car. Who get the lava rock? Who get the lava rock? Oh, we never took rock, uncle. Oh, we never took rock. I'm sorry, I never took rock. Open your bags. I like see. Open up their bags. You look on the top. You look in the bag. Okay, nobody get lava rock. Because the boy went hide him on the bottom. Jump back into the car. They go driving again. 10 minutes later. 10 minutes of driving. They go around the turn. They see the exact same old Hawaiian woman glaring at them as they drive by. The uncle drives another mile or so, stops. Empty your backpacks now. Open up the backpack, dump them on top. He finds the rock. Oh, uncle, I'm sorry, uncle. Boy, I told you, don't take the... What the hell is the matter with you? You gonna get lickings when we get home. What's the matter with you? Go put the rock over there. You better say you sorry, you. And so he put the rock. Oh, I'm sorry. You gonna get lickings already, yeah. But he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I never mean disrespect, blah, blah, blah. And then they drive home and he gets lickings and story pal. Oh, thank you for sharing on Facebook. But yeah, that one was one of my... that one is just... should I share the picture? Yeah, I can share the picture. So doing the ghost tours, I know I shared this one before, but I'll go share them again. This was a picture taken at the Pele Lookout, right? So we get up to the Pele Lookout. Yeah, I shared this one earlier this month, actually. We're at the Pele Lookout. And, it's kind of cold at the Pele Lookout. But this night, it was cold as we were walking up, all of a sudden the wind changed to really warm. Almost hot. And then we started smelling sulfur. Like sulfur, rotten eggs, that kind of stuff, yeah? We started smelling that. And so we told people, go take a picture, right? And somebody came back with this picture. I should really edit that guy out. I don't know if he like his face be it is forever. But you can see the handicap signs. This was right at the Pele Lookout, right in the parking lot. There was this big orange mist ahead of us. Everything else could be simply explained, like the white could be a reflection of the flash off of somebody in front of them. That squiggly line looks like the source of it was somebody's camera, the display screen. But I cannot explain the mist with what looks to be something inside. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, I will share this picture too. We were at Aloha Road day before yesterday. And here's a picture of Uncle Frank, who actually just messaged me today. This was taken on Aloha Road where we walked up. That connects to the old Pele Road. He told me when he took this picture, or when he told me when this picture was taken, that when he would move his arms up and down, he would trail like lights. He would watch his arm trail like he's on some kind of trip. He was our driver. I hope he was. I hope he was sober. But someone took this picture, and that's what he said it looked like. Yeah, it was exactly like this. So we drove up, and we actually stopped because as we left the site, we had Pele. Somebody got sick, so we had to pull over to the side of the road, over by the little lookout, heading over towards Nu'uanu on the windward side. And this picture was taken coming off the van. We had to bless the van. Like an orange mist on the van. To me, it looked like the kind of the Punisher skull. Get pareidolia. You can see a whole bunch of faces. I don't know about that. I will tell you that that mist thing coming off the van was kind of really creepy. Yeah. You get plenty comments over here. How's it, guys? Saddle Road, Big Island. Yeah. Had a sighting over Pearl Harbor from Old Camden Drive back in the 60s. Dino Pele has their favorites, which is the ohia flower. Yep, and gin. And they also have the kind of red satin, red satin cloth. I wanted to do, I'll go do that again. I'll go do that. I wanted to plan one whole Pele night, get the ho'okupu, get gin, get the red satin cloth, that kind of stuff. Empty space is interesting. Yeah, it is. Ever seen any UFOs there? Yeah, UFOs are not my strong suit. I like to. I just saw a shadow move in front of me on the ground. Can I move your arms? Okay, it wasn't. No, it wasn't you. It's from that light over there. So yeah. Oh, interesting. I don't feel anything bad, but yeah. Hey, how's it from Eva Beach? Nice. I get plenty of pictures. These were taken on Oahu Ghost Tours. I wish I had saved more of them before they shut their website down. This was me over here back when my beard was black. I was looking at something. And somebody snapped a picture. I'm like, bro, there's something there. There's something right in front of me. Someone snapped a picture, and there's that mist right in front of me. It's pitch black here. I cannot see nothing, yeah. We do have a kualele. Talking about UFOs, we have fireballs. You live in Kansas. My cousin's from Kansas. Right on. What's another good story to share? I'm trying to think. My scarier stories are gonna come a little bit later, like tomorrow night. We're gonna be talking about, for the rest of the month, cases, a trip I took, Bobby Mackey's, the things that happened to me there. With audio, maybe I get the recordings, some evidence of the cases and all of that stuff. And I won't tell you guys the names, of course, but yeah. They kind of, I go bring a little bit more extra protection, because what I saw in the YouTube chat earlier is, yeah, they come, yeah, when you talk about them, for sure they come. I know, I cannot even think of any more stories. I mean, I can, but I've been telling stories. What is this? More over 30 hours this month already. Trying to think of what stories I never told yet.
Alucard's giving me an offer.
Huh?
Alucard's giving me an offer.
If you want, you can share my encounters that I sent you. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm going to prepare them a little bit more. I can share them tomorrow night. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. Just because I have my phones right here and I don't have a way of pulling on my email because I never installed the email on my tablet yet. Yeah. But thank you, bro. I guess I'll share with you guys some stories that happened over here. Judd Trail. Maybe. Go, you like go walk?
Okay.
Yeah. We go explore a little bit, guys. We still get a little while. We go take a walk. Always good fun. It's wet, it's windy, it's rainy. Perfect time for take one walk. I'll go grab my better flashlight. And flip them around. So this is in Nu'uanu Valley. This is Judd Trail. This is a place in the olden days called Kahua Ilanavai or Kahua Ilanavai. This was a place where the Battle of the Pele took place, the battle over the island of Oahu. Back in that day, this was all sandalwood tree. This is not the kind of forest we're seeing today, but this is where the army of Kamehameha came from the other outer islands, and they landed in Waikiki. They fought the army of Oahu all the way up into this valley where they were shoved, where the army of Oahu, they were pushed back to this cliff, the Pele, and many of them fell to their deaths 900 feet straight down to the ground. King Kamehameha won this battle. But it's believed to be that this point here was one of the apex of the battle. This is a hiking trail that will take you out Papakolea. It will take you over to Tantalus. It'll take you to Manoa Falls if you go far enough. You can hike for 4 hours. So because of that, it's on this trail here that Kamehameha's, the army of Oahu, and Kalani Kupuli, they held the trail. They held the line so that their families could escape over the trail. And so they paid for that with their blood. And so many people held the line here just to make their family escape because they knew they were going to die if they get to the Pele. Oh, look at that, bro. That's new. I mean, it's been raining, so I don't doubt it, but Jesus. So yeah, over here has a lot of, the ground has been stained in blood. Back in 1790 something, 5, 6, one of those. But it's not a very bad place. There's a lot of ghosts here. There's a lot of spirits and that kind of stuff. There's a lot of strange happenings over here. Portals, ley lines, time anomalies, as well as other things. How you doing, brother? Okay. Yes, Hawaii has a lot of... But like, okay, portal story. I was down over here one night, and this is one of my favorite ones. It's not really scary. It's more like, what the hell kind of thing. So I was down here on my live, and this was a year ago, or maybe a little over a year ago. And I was walking up here. This is the second level, right? We came down from that little path up there. That's how we came down. As I was walking up this path, my flashlight catches a guy in a blue jacket walking from the right over here in between these two trees. He had a little dinky flashlight and he had a blue jacket on. And I was like, okay, I thought that was the guy that lives here. The guy, we call it, his name is Shaka. There's a little area here that he used to live at. He doesn't live here anymore. He got a house. But, so I thought that was him. So I would run up. I'm like, hey, Shaka, how you, brah? You know, how you doing? And I see him run over here in between the two trees and run into the bushes over here. And I'm like, what the heck? You know, I'm like, maybe he don't like talk. Okay, maybe he's having a bad night, whatever. So I turn around. What is that over there, bro?
I don't know. The formation of the rock.
The orange thing, yeah?
Yeah, right. The rock, the way it sets. It's all set up and stuff.
Yeah. Let's not explore that. So I was like, whatever. And I start walking this way to go back up the trail. And as I'm walking over here, back up the trail, you see one guy walking down the trail in a blue jacket and the same flashlight, the same blue jacket. It was Shaka. And I'm like, dude, what the hell? And he's like, oh, hey, how's it, Joe? How you doing? I'm like, hey, Shaka, were you just down here? He's like, oh, no. I'm like, you by yourself? He's like, yeah. I'm like, hold on, let me shake your hand. I shook his hand. And I'm like, okay, you're not one ghost. He's like, no, I'm not one ghost. He's like, I just want to go down over here, go fishing a little while, go enjoy the darkness. I'm like, okay, right on. I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like, this was like, it was this fast. I see him run away in the bushes over here. I'm like, okay, whatever. I turn around, and he's over here walking down the trail. I'm like, brah. A few years prior to that, you see this tree? This tree fell down, right? This is a broken tree. It's rotting on the ground. It fell down. I came down here with my friend Obake Hunter one night. And this has been maybe 10 years or so down here. And we're walking down to go down to the river. And he is like, dude, look at that. And I'm like, look at what? And he points over here where I'm standing. He's like, look at that. There's a tree. I'm like, yeah, what about it? He's like, dude, didn't that tree fall down like years ago? And I swear, we were standing right over here, and there was a tree growing up right over here. It was growing straight up, was brand new. This rotten log that you see was not here. And I'm looking at him like, bro, you're right. What the hell? I'm like, dude, that tree fell down years ago, but it was standing up and growing. And I'm like, okay, whatever. We walk down, we do our thing. 15, 20 minutes later, we come walking back up, and the tree is rotting on the ground again. I'm like, bro, look at that. The tree is back to rotting on the ground. He's like, oh, bro, what's going on? Huh? No, all good. Yeah, that's cigarette smoke. So, I theorized, too, what if this was a time anomaly? What if we had been transported back to a time when that tree was still growing all those years ago? And what if on that night, several years ago, where the tree was growing, we were up at the clearing, hearing us talk down here? We would be like, oh, this place is haunted. Yeah, we're hearing voices. What if the voices we heard all those years ago were our own? Oh, you guys gonna like this next story. We were up at the road one night, had a bunch of us, and it was pouring rain, yeah. My friend Guy was using the spirit box. My friend Justin, Jello, Pokey, they got their raincoats on. They go film. They're down over here exploring. I'm like, bro, you guys can get wet. I'm sitting in my van with Guy. We get two guys standing outside under my the van. The tailgate is the trunk is up. They're out of the rain, standing up, right? And over here is a river. So we're standing up there, and the spirit box, me and Guy hear a girl yelling, help, help, on the spirit box, coming out of the spirit box. And then I hear Corey, who's standing outside, go, hey, you heard that? He turns to the guy he was talking to. He's like, oh, what was that? He's like, what did you hear? He's like, oh, I heard one girl calling for help down at the river. So we heard it on the spirit box. They heard it coming from here at the river. And we talking about that, like, bro, there's something weird going on. And then like 5 minutes later, Justin runs up with Pokey saying, dude, I was all the way down across the river, all the way down there. He's like, and there was a girl calling for help on the other side of the river. I'm like, bro, this is nuts, dude. What the hell? You know? And so we were here as it was pouring. We wanted to make sure it wasn't an actual girl. So we're over here and we're like calling and calling and calling. And there's nobody there. We walked all around this place here, but this whole place was flooded. And I had an individual on my live who was blind, right? But they like to listen to the stories. And they messaged me after saying that they heard a girl calling for help when I was calling out. But we never hear nothing. Wait, shh, be quiet. Y'all didn't hear that. All right, let's see what we can hear. Huh? No more tea leaf plants, bro.
That's all the tree leaves back there. That's why I was kind
Yeah.
of curious what's around the ground.
Nate hears something, so we'll see what brother Nate hears. We go down by the pohaku. I'll show you where I did the whole kupu. I wanted to show you guys the river, but it's probably. But hey, you know, me, I talk because I don't like hear stuff. Yeah. But if something, but every now and then it's good to listen to, yeah. A what?
Piece of chicken.
Piece of chicken?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody was releasing it.
Yeah. Oh, watch out, slippery, bro. We had a little encounter over here, more of the mo'o nature. One night, we was hey, my whole kupu's still there. Yeah, bro, this has been over 2 weeks now. Look, still get the cup. I will leave the ho'okupu, but I will take the cup. Because that's opala. That's rubbish. I'm surprised. Get so much dogs down here. The dogs never went smell the kind of dry aku. So yeah, we were standing over here, telling some stories about the area, and it was really quiet. There was no wind. The river was really low, right? And on the other side of the river, you could hear something splashing, and like a little voice, right? And so, almost like a little voice, I could feel the presence across the river, and it didn't feel bad to me. So this small group I was with, we were like, okay. They're like, I'm like, do you guys hear that? Do you guys feel that? Some of them did. They're like, there's something across the river. I'm like, yep. I'm like, it doesn't feel bad. I'm gonna invite it over if you guys were right with that. So they're like, yeah, okay. Some of them, of course, right? Others was like, bro, what you doing? So I'm over here. We turn off all the lights, pitch black. You cannot see nothing. And I'm like speaking what little Hawaiian I know, like, eh, hui, hele mai, aoli pilikia, hele mai, aoli pilikia. No, no, we don't mean you any harm. Come closer, come. And you could hear the things splashing across the pond, the river towards us. Perfectly quiet, yeah. It gets right to the bank, right around here, right around over here, and then it just stops. And it didn't want to go any further. So I was like, just telling you, you can come and join us if you like. You can come and hang out with us if you like. If you're lonely, you can come hang out. And after about a couple minutes, nothing else happened. No other sound, it kind of felt like it just kind of disappeared. It just slowly vanished. It slowly faded away is what's the feeling I got. So I'm like, okay, well, I think it's time to head back up now. All the lights were still off, and all of a sudden, bah! This tree right in front of us falls down. Okay? Like right here. Not even like 10 feet away. One huge tree would just fall right. Everybody would jump. Everybody was trying to run. You know what I mean? And I'm like, no, stop. Come back here. You don't run from ghosts, because you run from ghosts, that's when they chase you. That's when they follow you home. I'm like, you guys came on a ghost tour. No lie. You guys wanted something like this to happen. So come back over here. Like, now, let's look at the tree that fell down. Mind you, the lights were still kind of off, right? They were still off. I'm like, now say mahalo. Say thank you. They're like, what? I'm like, dude, you guys wanted this. The spirits did this. Say thank you. Say mahalo. Say mahalo akua, mahalo uhane, mahalo kupua. And so they all did that. We turn on the light, start walking away, and I notice right where the tree fell, it sounded like the tree fell. There was nothing. There wasn't a branch. There wasn't anything. It was empty. There wasn't anything broken as far as the eye could see. But that thing was so loud. Oh my gosh. I have a spirit box handy too, but hey, thanks to my mods, you guys are awesome. I don't need to stop telling stories to explain stuff. You don't see any paranormal posters out of Hawaii. Oh, dude, I've been doing this for 15 years, and I'm gonna start doing it at least once a week. But for the rest of October, we got a live every night. We're gonna come out, tell ghost stories at haunted places, hear ghost stories, maybe do a little investigating, that kind of stuff. To me, it's all fun, you know. I think tomorrow night is what? Monday, the 28th? Oh wait, hold on, before we stop. Yeah. Good noises. I can feel them. But it feel good. You don't feel bad.
Yeah, no, nothing
It's it's the regular spirits. There's all kinds of spirits over here. They're all good. So, aloha kupuna. Mahalo for letting us for letting us enjoy the area tonight. This is a beautiful hale that you have over here. Mahalo once again. I look forward to seeing you again and sharing more stories for you guys again. But for now, we're gonna hele. Yeah. Aloha. Oh, I dropped that. Oh, you get them?
Yep.
All right, thanks, man. Oh. Cool, good to go. Last year, I told the Halloween story, and that story really messed with me. Pair that up with Bobby Mackey. It was a case that had the demonic, Latin speaking, all of that stuff, invading my dreams. Then I went to Bobby Mackey's, and I got messed up for a few years. PTSD, looking behind me, shadows everywhere, kind of thing. Years later, I shared that story. I'm over it now. That was 2014. Everything's all good. I shared that story last year, Halloween, or yeah, maybe the year before. And after the end of the story, that energy was here. I hadn't felt that energy for a long time. And I will tell you guys, that scared me. This evil energy it crept up through the river over here, and it was coming over. This is the thing that did a lot of damage and messed with me a lot. As soon as you heard that, as soon as I felt that, like not even a minute, I'm literally shrinking back because this thing just scared me. I'm like, dude, I feel it. What the hell, I feel it. Down where we walked, where we just came from, you hear doom, 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 doom. Not drums. It sounded like, you guys watched Lord of the Rings, the Ents. It sounded like a tree, something as big and as heavy as a tree, was walking around and walking around. That, folks, is the guardian of the area. We have had many encounters with him. Yeah, drums in the deep. We hear drums over here, we out of here. That's the night marchers. Night marchers, they will straight up take you with them. You know, you don't need to do anything. It is forbidden to watch their procession. They will take you with them and kill you. That's the first day of this month. You're gonna go back and see that. I tell another hour ago stories about night marchers on the 1st of this month. Every night this month I have stories for an hour or so. I hope you guys enjoy that as well if you guys would like. But yeah, that was the guardian of this area. This guy is huge. I think the Hawaiians called him an akua, a guardian. And bruh, that was so humbling feeling his presence. And this thing that spoke Latin to me and claimed to be this horrible thing, and it had so much powers over me. I'll tell that story again later, in a few days apparently. But this guardian just walking around went kick it in the okole and it left. I have never seen anything like that before. There are demons, but here in Hawaii, I don't like to call them demons because we have a lot of spirits here. Yeah, some of the spirits are not human; they never were. Some of them are little demigods, half man, half pig, half man, half dog, and they are considered our kupuna, our ancestors, that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, we are back. I don't like to disrespect them with that, but some of them are actually, I mean, our kupuna, our ancestors, they never spoke Latin, okay? They never tell you your God is nothing and all that other stuff. They never, yeah. So, yeah, we have those here as well. But most of the time I like this, it's just about the uhane, the spirits. But the kupuna, our ancestors. It's such an honor to be able to come out here and tell stories for our family members who have passed, even centuries ago. Yes, I've actually heard the pahu drum. A few years ago, maybe last year or year before, it was on the live. You could hear the drum on the live. We were sitting right here and we could hear boom, boom, boom. Yeah, yeah. I am native Hawaiian, Johanna. How's it? So yeah, born and raised down over here. All that. Do you have any stories about night marchers? I do. I spent an hour telling stories about night marchers October 1st. Why don't go check out that video. It's been over an hour again. This has been a long month. Once again, we do them every day. We're doing an hour of ghost stories every night or more. Like tonight's been an hour, 20 minutes almost. We have all kinds of topics. We have the half man, half pig, the half man, half dog. We have the stories of Pohaku, pictures, that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I hope you guys will enjoy it. That's why I'm doing this. I've been held down by shadows, hearing Latin, trying to sleep. Oh, that's not good. Hey, you know what? I would love to do one live where we can just talk story. I know some stories about the green ladies. I have never had an encounter with a green lady though. So if I ever see night marchers in my driveway, what do I do? You kneel down. If it's too far away for you to go back in your house and close the doors and the windows, you just kneel down. You don't look up. You cannot look upon them, yeah? The night marchers. The ali'i was so sacred that if your shadow touches them, if their shadow touches you, the penalty was death. That's kapu. But I gotta go work tomorrow morning, which means I need to go sleep. Yeah. As I said, I hope you guys enjoy the other videos. We're gonna continue doing this after October. Don't worry. I'm going to try edit some of the videos so all this talking story kind of stuff is kind of a little bit more less, so we can go straight to the videos. Maybe I can clip in some pictures and some cool music, you know, that kind. I have not encountered Menehune that I know of. Or maybe I've been around when it happened, but they never interacted with me, and I'm fine with that. Have you heard of Bangal? No, I've never heard of that. Vanguard Fort. Hey, no problem. That's not in, if it's in Hawaii, I might have. So 8 o'clock Hawaiian Standard Time, 8 p.m. we go live. I'm also on Facebook if you're old fat like me. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna Hele. I see you guys tomorrow night. Subscribe, like, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Thank you guys, my moderators. You guys are awesome, man. And Facebook, I love you guys. It's been like a long time we've been doing Facebook, and I'm always going to keep doing it. But yeah, take care, guys. Aloha. The fuck, dude?